Something about a rainy day calls for a soup. I made the sweet potato soup and it was so delicious and easy to make. I started off with two sweet potatoes and I cut them in halves. And then I kept the skin on because it is going to act like a pressure cooker when we put it in the oven. And it is going to help the cooking process become so much easier and allow the sweet potatoes to be nice and soft and thoroughly cooked inside. I'm adding olive oil, which is my favorite oil to use, and I rub it down all over the sweet potatoes. And then I use a fork to poke holes. Since the skin is going to be the pressure cooker, we need to release the pressure. So this step is super, super important. Now I'm going to season with garlic powder, salt, oregano, and black pepper. And I am very generous because it's a lot of sweet potato. And I feel like no matter how much you do, your sweet potatoes will not be salty. Then I rub it down and make sure that everything is nice and well seasoned. Now I'm going to add it into my baking pan upside down and I'm going to put it in a preheated oven of 400 degrees for 45 minutes. And now you see that the pressure literally helped the skin be easily removed, like it pushed off the skin. So I literally didn't even have to do much to remove it. My house at this point smells so, so, so good, and it just cooked wonderfully. I'm so happy with the results. So you can't have soup without any vegetables. So I am going to saute half of an onion, five minced garlic cloves, and I'm going to add some olive oil and salted butter and let it become fragrant. Once it was fragrant, I added my sweet potatoes and I mashed it up with my veggies so that the flavor can continue to build. And after a few minutes, I added 1/3 cup of vegetable broth. And I only did this much because I'm going to use my immersion blender to puree everything and make it soup consistency. So after everything was blended all up, I added 1 cup and 1/2 of more of that vegetable broth and 1/3 cup of heavy whipping cream. And I did have this on medium heat so that everything can cook nicely and the flavor can continue to build. Now, after trying it, I did have to add a little bit more of garlic powder and some salt, and that was it. It turned out super tasty. I went ahead and I plated my soup and I added some fresh parsley, Parmesan cheese, and then I added a little bit of heavy whipping cream, and it was ready to serve. Thank you so much for watching. See you later.